They're not making me wear a chicken suit either,
people,
so I'll take it. That always said he was going to make me wear a chicken suit.
Stroker Ace.
Yeah, you know.
We're really turning back the clock there. Stroker Ace, Burt Reynolds.
Second greatest race movie ever.
What's your favorite?
Now Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh, okay. All right.
Pretty bad at the bone.
Did you ever see the Senna?
Yes,
Senna
that was really good
pretty
too.
Good too.
Group matchups for Pocono. We're down into the group matchups now, which is me and Jeff. You know, if anybody that's a fan of Gone Racin knows this is our favorite things to get into and bet. And let's get right into it. Group A, Kevin Harvick is the favorite at 235. Kyle Busch, 260. Denny Hamlin, 295. Brad Keselowski, 295. The favorite is the guy that you will point out once again has not won at Pocono.
Yeah,
Please, Jeff, point it out.
I'm pointing that out. I guess I would probably make Kyle Busch the favorite, even though, again, I don't think he's been that strong this year.
Favorite for top three, favorite to win, but not favorite to win his group.
I have a hard time going with a guy that's never won there. That's all I'm saying.
I cannot knock that.
But I also know there's going to be certain motivation for Kevin Harvick because he's trying to. I think Kyle Busch has won at every track except the Roval.
Well, they added it. Yeah, I think he had done every track.
Harvick has run just about everywhere.
Apparently not Pocono.
But not Pocono.
Group B is Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, both the co-favorites at plus 230. Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney are 320s.
Big numbers on Logano and Blaney.
Now,
those two
Logano, I think Logano should be the dog in that one after what I was just talking about.
Blaney?
But you said Blaney's one of the hottest guys in the sport. My guy that I say is one of the hottest guys in the sport, Chase Elliott. You got those two guys right there, but Martin Truex Jr. is 230. He's looming large at that plus 230.
Good at Pocono. Martin Truex Jr., the guy's good every week. I don't care where Martin Truex Jr. goes. He can drive anywhere. You can put him at Martinsville. You put him at Pocono. You put him at Atlanta. He wasn't at Talladega, but you know what I mean.
No, I'm looking.
I just love those numbers on Blaney, though.
No, so do I.
I love that.
I do like that Blaney number. That is a pretty impressive number. Let's get into Group C, which is Alex Bowman at plus 240, William Byron 280 with Erik Jones 280, and rounded out with Kurt Busch at 280. What I was just telling you.
You know, you talked earlier about Erik Jones.
I am heavy.
Erik Jones looks good in that one.
I am heavy on Erik Jones right there. Now, Alex Bowman, William Byron, the Hendrick car's been doing great. But right there, that is a very, very nice number.
He has proven he is comfortable there. He is comfortable at Pocono.
Yes.
You see the numbers he's put up there.
And Kurt Busch, good. He's got to win.
Got to win there
in the last 10 races. Mm-hmm. But I just, Erik Jones, and look how he was. Erik has some momentum. He's been doing well. Group D is Matty D at 255, and then three of them all tied for the dog. Aric Almirola, Tyler Reddick, and Austin Dillon at this point are all plus 275.
You know, I don't really know what to say there. It's an interesting group.
DiBenedetto is...
probably should be the favorite there, but I don't necessarily know that I wouldn't almost throw a blanket over all four of those guys. Well, I could see all four of those guys being plus 255.
We just said that, Tyler Reddick been the class of RCR, I would say, but how about Aric Almirola, how sneaky he is? I mean, Almirola... He's been really good, and we don't give him credit for it.
He even said during an interview, I think, before Talladega, how well they've run, and always seems like something has gone wrong in the second half of a race for them. They finally did put it together at Talladega, even though he was backwards crossing the finish line. He did finish third. He still got third
put it
place.
Together.
I think he'll be a guy to watch.
Group E. This one to me, and names out of Group F that we've been seeing a lot of Group F that have moved up. But Matt Kenseth is plus 250, Darrell Wallace Jr. at 260, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 285 with Chris Buescher at 285. First, I like this group.
I do too. I like the fact that we've seen Buescher and Darrell Wallace, Bubba Wallace, moved up into this group. I really think if Ricky Stenhouse stays out of trouble, Ricky Stenhouse can run consistently well. I think Ricky Stenhouse has been solid. The problem for Ricky is he seems to have just gotten himself in trouble.
Average finish last 10 races, 23.2.
Different team now. Different team.
Matt Kenseth averaged last 10 only 8 races, 10.1. I like Matt. I'm heavy Matt Kenseth in that one. Now, Darrell is the wild card. He's been running so well at many places, but he normally does not run well at Pocono. That's not been a good place for him. Group F, our Ron Flatter, Chris Buescher group, as always. It is not the Chris Buescher anymore because he has moved out. But we have Cole Custer at plus 230, John Hunter Nemechek at 230, Ryan Preece at 305, and Michael McDougal at plus 335. I like this group also.
Yeah, the two rookies I think should be the favorites there.
You go.
But Ryan Preece would not shock me if he won this.
Ryan Preece wouldn't shock me, but Cole Custer, we talked about how little Christopher Bell had shown us. How about how little Cole Custer has shown us?
He really has. And where we've seen Almirola, obviously we know Harvick's going to run well. Boyer's run decent. He just hasn't finished very well.
But John Hunter Nemechek has very, very been a pleasant surprise on this season.
He has. In fact, he may have surprised me the most among the rookies because I really thought this was going to be a Bell, Custer, Reddick.
We all thought. I think everybody
it was going to be
that.
a Bell, Custer, and that Reddick might be the third guy because I wasn't sure the Childress cars were going to be that strong. Now I think it's Reddick's to win. Bell is chasing him, and Nemechek is chasing him. And Custer's kind of in the dust.
Nemechek, I mean, that's a team that we were not, it wasn't even in the conversation to be competing against those guys.
He has lifted that team. For a rookie to lift that team is pretty amazing.
And he's got Death Wish coffee, so
there you go.
My favorite coffee. But so there you go. I
don't drink coffee. You know, I've never had a cup of coffee.
Ooh. Nope. I didn't do that until I had the two munchkins in the corner.
Well, that'll do it to you, I guess.
So now it is time for us to make our picks.
Can we review last week's picks really quickly?
I don't think we can. I don't think we have time.
Well, I will step in and do that. Brendan really jumped in and wanted to pick himself last week, which I can't blame the guy for doing that. He was in the race. But he got one winner. He picked Kurt Busch to beat Kyle Busch, but he ended up with a minus 2.95. As I mentioned earlier, yours truly here, I did have Ryan Blaney to win his group, to finish top 3. He ended up at a plus 3.45 units. But hats off to our interim producer Karina, which is why she won't be our producer next week.
2 weeks in a row.
And her pit crew. They did pick Ryan Blaney to win. Now that's
all I got.
They did miss 4 other picks, but that was a 14-1 pick. It garnered them 9.91 points for the day. So congratulations to Karina and the pit crew, and it means that their picks will be read last. And guess who gets to pick first?
And it means that she won't be back next week.
Gosh. I mean, that means if Isaiah beats us, all right, so Karina's picking this week. So if she wins this week, then I don't know how it works.
So I will lead off since I am, of course, getting to pick first this week. I will put an asterisk next to mine because, I picked me to win, and I did not win. So I'm going to start in the head-to-heads today, Jeff. I'm actually doing 2 out of the head-to-heads. I'm doing the 2 I talked about. I like Martin Truex Jr. at plus 120 versus Harvick, and I like Alex Bowman at plus 130 over Joey Logano. I like those 2 numbers. I like that Martin Truex to win the race, honestly, and I like Bowman over Logano. I think that Bowman has been stronger on these type of tracks lately, and I like that. Then I'm going to our group matchups, and I'm going to go to Group C to start off with Erik Jones, the guy I said was just been so consistent here and done so well at this place. I like that spot there. I do like Matt Kenseth in Group E, even though it's on Saturday. And like we said, I think Saturday will be the worst of 2 races for him, but I still like him in that group. And I'm going with John Hunter Nemechek. Go Death Wish Coffee. Let's go JHN. Give me a Group F win, a Ron Flatter Group F win.
All right. I'm actually going to agree with you on one of those picks, so we'll see how that comes in.
All right.
I'm going with 2 top 3 picks. I am taking Kevin Harvick at plus 185 in the top 3, and I'm also going to go Ryan Blaney at plus 275 to finish in the top 3. And my other 3 picks, I'm going to go to group matchups. That plus 320 number on Ryan Blaney in Group B,
too far for you.
I just can't pass that one up, I don't believe. And Group D, I'm going with Tyler Reddick at a plus 275. I like Tyler Reddick there, even though he hasn't really raced a lot at Pocono. There hadn't been many Xfinity Series races there. And actually, I skipped over. And the other one I'm agreeing with you on, I'm going with Erik Jones as well in Group C. I really like Erik Jones there.
And on to the last ride of Karina.
Karina, will you be making your picks, or are we having to read them for you?
She's pointing.
She won't.
We did get a flat. For the folks that do get to watch on VSiN, you did get a flash of Karina the very first week.
A flash.
We just gave her there she is again. They give her a little.
She is. and when they put it, I hope when they put it on YouTube, that's the still image.
I hope that's the still. Yes, let that be the still.
The half second.
Yeah, or the iHeartRadio thing. Let that be like the picture.
Oh yeah.
For the iHeartRadio, let it just be.
There we go.
I like that. All right, so the pit crew and Karina are picking. They're picking a win this week. They got Truex Jr. to win the race at plus 800. They are listening to me apparently, and they like what they hear there. Kyle Busch in the top 3 at plus 120. Then they're going into the groups with Joey Logano, Group B at plus 320. So they're going head-to-head against you there, I believe. And they're going Matt Kenseth, Group E. They're on with me at plus 250. And then a head-to-head Truex over Harvick also. All right. So she pays attention. She's in there with it. If I
making some of your picks, so it's going to be feast or famine for you guys.
For me, it means that she can't beat me, so if we're picking the same.
Well, and she wouldn't even be up here to talk smack to us next week if she does beat us.
Yeah, she'll be downstairs. We can still make calls to her downstairs and make fun of her.
She really didn't talk a lot of smack, even though she won this.
We need to get IFB so we can talk to like her and Dez and everybody down in the studio just to give them a hard time during the shows.
And then we can screw it up for the next hosts that come in here and they won't have a microphone.
You mean like the guy that started the show without a microphone? Yeah, that's why they call us professional folks, me and Jeff Motley. So that is our Gone Racing for today. Mr. Motley, I'm excited about Pocono. I'm kind of bummed that a lot of their luster got stolen, so to speak, from them. I was really excited about this weekend and the Rose family or the Mattioli family and the Igdalskis, all their history at Pocono. I love that track. I love the people. The people there make that place so great. But man, this is still, if you're a NASCAR fan, this has got to be a weekend you circled from the start of the year.
Yeah, I think it's going to make great television because you talked earlier, there's an ARCA race on Friday, and then we're going to have Truex Cup and then Xfinity Cup, the Cup back-to-back. And then we go to Indianapolis the next week, which is a track we compare to Pocono a lot in terms of the layout and everything. So I think for the bettors who are going to be betting the following week on Indianapolis, pay real close attention to Pocono. And we don't have this separation of weeks or months between Pocono and Indianapolis. We're going to have back-to-back at Pocono and then go straight to Indianapolis.
Nope, that's a good point. We do always talk about that. When we do our Indy shows, we always look back at Pocono and vice versa. So that is very true. I'm just excited. I think that this is if you're a race fan, this is an amazing weekend. Hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Hope you enjoyed the show as